Hello guys, in this session we are going to learn about a selection of design constant. Actually, design of the transformer depends upon proper selection of design constants, and that constants are nothing but flux density Bm, current density del, and window space factor Kw. Therefore, it is worthwhile to discuss the factors governing the choice of these constants. So let's see the choice of flux density Bm. As we stated that Bm flux density is equal to flux per unit area. So if suppose that if I am choosing a higher value of Bm, now obviously flux density is directly proportional to the flux and inversely proportional to the area of the core. So if you are choosing a higher value of Bm, obviously the area will be reduced. Area reduced means area of cross section of core will be reduced, and mean length of the turn will be reduced. So required iron and copper material will be reduced. Thus it is nothing but a saving of cost. But very high flux density is not possible. The limitation is because of the iron losses, saturation, and magnetizing current. Suppose if you are choosing a higher value of Bm, Bm is directly proportional to the flux. Higher flux density means higher fluxes, and higher fluxes causes the increased ion losses, and which may result in core saturation and also production of undesirable harmonics. So we cannot choose the higher value of Bm as well as lower value of Bm. So we have to choose the proper value of Bm so that it can be permissible. Its permissible values of flux densities are nothing but, you can see here, for transformers using hot rolled silicon steel. It means if core is made up of hot rolled silicon steel material, then the distribution transformer we have to choose the Bm in between the 1.1 to 1.4, and for power transformer we have to choose between 1.2 to 1.5 Weber per meter square. And if we suppose that core is made up of cold rolled grain oriented silicon steel, then depending upon the capacity of transformer we can choose Bm in between 1.5 to 1.7 Weber per meter square. Next constant is nothing but current density. Choice of current density del. Current density is nothing but the current per unit area. Area is nothing but area of cross section of the conductor, or whatever you are using the windings. Simply suppose that if we are choosing a higher value of del, it is nothing but del is directly proportional to the current, and del higher, it means current will be higher, and area of cross section, that is area of cross section A, is inversely proportional to the current density. So area of cross section of that winding will be reduced. If winding area of cross section will be reduced, then obviously required copper material will be reduced. It is economically well, or it will become economical design. But on other hand, if you are looking for the current, for higher current density, it will appear with higher current, and higher current is basically dealing with the I square R loss. So higher current means obviously I square R loss will be higher, which means that heating of machine, heating of transformer, and it will affect on the efficiency of the transformer. So we have to choose a proper value of the del also here. The permissible values of the current densities are the standard distribution and small power transformers are there, and oil immersed, and if it is self-cooled, then we have to choose it between 1.5 to 2.6 ampere per mm square. For medium and large power transformer, and that transformers are of oil cooled or air blast, then del we have to choose in between 2.4 to 3.4 ampere per mm square. And for large power transformers, if it is oil immersed with forced circulation of oil or with water cooling coils, then del we have to choose between 5.4 to 6.3 ampere per mm square. Next constant is nothing but window space factor. As we seen in the last lectures, Kw is nothing but the ratio. Window space factor is a ratio of copper area in window to the total window area. So here again comes copper area. If you are selecting the higher value of the Kw, it affects on the copper area. It means the required copper area will be more. So required copper material will be more. That it become very costly. And overall we can say that the window area, if depends on windows area, we can think about that Kw. We can say that the amount of copper and insulation used depends upon the kVA rating and voltage. So obviously if you are choosing higher Kw, then higher copper material will be required and higher insulation material will be required. So it means indirectly copper and insulation are also depends on the capacity or the kVA rating and voltage of the transformer. So thus choice of the Kw depends on kV capacity and voltage rating. The following empirical formulas normally used for estimation of Kw, you can see here defined that Kw is equals to 10 upon 30 plus kV. kV is nothing but the voltage rating of transformer in kilovolt. And this formula is applicable for 50 to 200 kVA capacity transformers, and for higher of that or nearly about 1000 capacity or 10 kVA capacity, you can choose it the formula for Kw is equals to 12 upon 30 plus kV for about 1000 kVA capacity, and for 10 kVA capacity you can choose it Kw is equals to 8 upon 30 plus kV. This is about a choice of window space factor Kw. Now choice of window dimension, it will also take a major part to design the transformer. The window area AW comprised of two dimensions, that is height of the window and width of the window. So we can define that area of window AW is equals to H into W into W into W. WW, sorry. That is window area is equal to height of the window into width of the window. If suppose you are choosing too narrow window, it gives increased height of the window, which making the windings long and thin. Since in this case the distance between the adjacent limbs windings is less, and the leakage reactance also reduces. On other hand, if we choose lower height, the winding width rises, giving increased distance between the adjacent limbs. This will lead to increased leakage reactance. Thus, depending upon the suitability of winding and desirability of leakage reactance, the height and width of the window can be adjusted. So normally the ratio of HW and WW, HW to WW lies between 2 to 4. The most usual value is 3. So if you are assuming proper value of that ratio HW upon WW, then we can calculate any one of HW and WW. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you very much.